NASA Conspiracies is one of the topics that
Oh,
definitely
right,
hopped
yeah.
out at me.
Well, NASA is, they're a government agency, and that was probably the worst thing. If NASA had been a private company when it started, I think that things would have been, I think they would have been a little smoother for them, and also I think that we would have gone further in space, but that's just, the way it is. But there's a number of, conspiracies. Like, for instance, after the first space shuttle blew up, we tried to launch for the next 3 or 4 years. We had all these kind of failed launches. There were 2 or 3 very expensive satellites that were sent to Mars, for instance, that never made it. One of them just simply disappeared. Of course, people, when they excuse me, when the first pictures of Mars came out and people saw the face on Mars, for instance.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
NASA they should have just came out with a different angle of that particular mountain and showed that this is just a natural formation, and our brains try to make sense out of things that we can't make sense out of. Instead, they just kind of denied it, and that of course is exactly what conspiracy people want. A lot of times, NASA came out and said that all the Challenger astronauts were killed, when the space shuttle blew up, and it turns out that isn't true. That some of them might have been alive when the debris hit the ground. Once again, I think the problem is that NASA was a government agency, and you have to that's just that many more hoops that you have to jump through to get things done. And when things go wrong, when they come out with the denials and stuff, people just tend not to believe them.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. It takes them too long to get an answer out, and when it comes out, of course, you question it because of the source.